GoHighLevel Opportunities and Pipeline. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you about GoHighLevel's opportunities and pipelines. So let's get into it. So first things first, what we want to do is we want to come over here onto GoHighLevel, right? And we want to sign up and everything. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a sub account. Before you create a sub account, you have an agency view. That's fine. This is how it looks like, right? Then here on the left hand side, you have your sub accounts. You go over there and create a sub account, or you can create a sub account by clicking on the create sub account button over here. Literally takes a couple of seconds. All you got to do is add your number, your address, your name, and you will create a sub account. Once your sub account is created, you can go ahead and click on the sub accounts, or click on here to switch your views and then select one of these sub accounts. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one, and here we go. So this is how your sub account will look like. So over here, once it's loaded up, you will have some new options over here on the left hand side, and here you will find the opportunities options. So what are opportunities? Opportunities are basically leads that you go ahead and put them within the pipeline. So first, let's go ahead and show you the pipeline and explain what a pipeline is. So a pipeline is basically a way to track your leads or your stages that your deal goes through. So let's say you have a deal, right? So you want to go ahead and put them in a certain stage. So let's say you're still negotiating. You haven't really made a sale. You put them within that pipeline. And here you can see I have two pipelines over here. You can create them as well. I'll show you guys in a second. We can see the number of stages as well. So within the pipeline, you can create multiple different stages, and you can set the deal to whatever stage you want. So to create a pipeline, all you have to do is click on create. Now, I do have to mention that whenever you create a sub account, it will ask you what type of sub account you want to create. You want to create a sub account based on real estate, based on medical fields, based on CRMs, based on e-commerce, whatever. And when you do that, it's going to go ahead and generate most of these contents for you. So for example, you can see right here, I already have a marketing pipeline generated. That's because this particular sub account is focused on real estate. So if I go ahead and open up this pipeline, right? And to open it up, you go back into the opportunities tab right here on the left-hand side. So in the pipeline section, you will have all of your pipelines. In the opportunities tab, you can go ahead and switch between them. So here you can see I have two of the same pipelines. So here you can see we have multiple different stages. So we have new lead stage over here, a hot lead stage over here, new bookings, visit attended because it's a real estate. And if I scroll to the left right here, we have sales and left a review. So these are the stages that GoHighLevel gave me. You can go ahead and create your own ones as well. So to edit it, go into pipelines. I'm going to actually delete one of them since they're both exactly the same. So just go ahead and copy it. This will also show you how you can go ahead and delete a pipeline. So just type in delete and boom, your pipeline will be deleted. Now, if I want to edit the pipeline, I just simply click on this little pen tool and I get all of my stages. You can add a stage by clicking on the add stage button over here. You can move it up and down. You can go ahead and change the name of a stage by clicking on that particular name and then typing in whatever you want. You want to delete it, just simply hit the trash can icon over here at the far left. And boom, these are basically showing in report. Where do you want these to show? You want to show this lead within what chart? So pie chart, funnel chart, those are your two options over here. And yeah, it's as simple as that, right? You also have smart tags as well. So if you're going to click over here onto smart tags, you can add smart tags over here. It's basically highlight stale leads, urgent follow-ups, and high value leads. So you can go ahead and create so you can go ahead and create smart tags. It'll automatically apply those tags as well. So if you click over here, let's say this is a high value lead, right? Click over here and you can then go ahead and pick whatever color you want. So since this is a big lead, we'll go with this one, high value lead, description volume over here, and create a new tag, or select the pre-built one. It totally depends on you. And then click on add and next rule over here, opportunity. Whenever the opportunity value over here, you can go ahead and select whichever option you want, and then greater than this value over here, then it'll automatically go ahead and apply it. So these are the rules that you can apply. It totally depends on you. So opportunity value is greater than $10,000. Then click on next, then apply this tag, the blue tag that we have. Same way we can go ahead and create multiple different smart tags. That way, all the opportunities that we have within the pipeline will have it. So for example, if I wanted to create a new opportunity, I'll click on add opportunity over here. I go to the contact details. If I have one, I can go ahead and select it. So let's say I want to select this contact, right? This is my own contact. I added some, baked stuff over here. So opportunity name over here, you can go ahead and add the opportunity name. So here, let's say a specific property that you're trying to sell this contact, right? So you can go ahead and type in whatever name you want. And then the pipeline, where do you want it to be, which pipeline you want this contact to be shown, or this lead. Select the marketing one. Where do you want it to be in the new lead? Okay, status, all right, 1 abandoned, open, it's still open. Opportunity value, here we'll apply the 10,000 one that we just created so that we can see whether or not the smart tag is available. So I'll go with 15,000 just in case. And owner, you can go ahead and select your owner if you have one. If not, you can leave it as it is. Currently, I don't have any owners or followers. These are basically, people that you can add within your team. Business name over here, you can add your business name or the business name that the contact works at. And then you can add the tags over here. If you don't have one, we already created the smart tag. Then we click on create the leads button and it'll be created. So now we have an opportunity created. We can see right here, it should pop up. Let me reload. Oh, there we go. And you can see it already had the tag, which says high value. So let's wait. So here we go. You can see right here, we have the high value tag right there. It's already set. We can go ahead and open up this lead, all right, this opportunity, and we can see what we have. We have all of their names. We got their number, their additional contact, their email, their opportunity details are going to be available over here. Book and update adjustment, right? So let's say we want to book them. They have a booking, right? Schedule an appointment. Let's go ahead and schedule an appointment. Let's say that we want it to be scheduled for on Monday, right? On 11th. We're actually, it's a bit too far, but we'll go with 4th. And slot. Let's go ahead and say they're going to come at 11 a.m. Meeting location, you can type in the meeting location and appointment title. So we'll just say tour or the house tour or whatever you want to call it. Just type in your title over here. House tour over here, meeting location, we'll just type in some random street number 33, Ashley Lane, whatever, basically just add that. And then we'll click on book appointments. This will also book an appointment within the calendar itself. Then we have tasks. Do we have specific tasks to manage this client, to manage this lead? You add them over here. You have the note section. So whenever you call them, you add all the notes over here. So what are they interested in? What type of furniture do they want? How many bedrooms are they looking for? What is the size of the land they're interested in? What is their budget? Everything available over here. You set their payment methods over here so that you can go ahead and, automate everything, whether they want rent, lease, whatever option is. And then we have associated objects. If you want to create them, you can go ahead and add them over here. That's how you can go ahead and manage lead. You can see this is pretty cool. We already have the high value tag set as well, which is kind of nice. We can create multiple different tags to go ahead and set them up. So now whenever a lead is, let's say, moving on to the next stage, right? So currently we don't have anyone assigned. We can assign ourselves as well. Click on the lead, actually close it up, click on this little button and let's go ahead and assign ourselves. But yeah, we can assign ourselves as well. Close that up. Next, whenever a lead is, moving on to the stages, you move them on to that particular stage. Let's say they've abandoned it, they've canceled it. You just drag it and then you post it in the lost section or the abandoned section, or one section. It totally depends on you. It'll automatically adjust that. So whenever you move a lead to a specific, pipeline, along the pipeline or along the stages, you will see that the value of it is also going to, increase. So this is actually pretty helpful. And you have multiple different leads, a lot of people working on with you, a lot of different people are, managing different leads. Pipeline is a good way to sort them out. So this way you can see which one is working, which one isn't, which ones have been lost, which ones are still, abandoned and whatnot. So let's go ahead and click on the abandoned one. So this is an abandoned lead, right? So if I go into, these are all leads, by the way. So if I click on manage fields here, we'll be able to see all of the fields that are managed. So we'll be able to see the layout. So this is the card layout for the opportunities. So if you want to go ahead and make it compact, we can go with this one. Unlabeled is something like that. Compact looks pretty cool. These are the fields right here. 7 out of 8 fields. Opportunity name. We can create smart tags. We've already done that. And these are the quick action. So call notes that, hover around over here. So we got calls, messages, conversations, notes, all of them available. Those are the quick messages. Then we have add field option. So here we can add the fields. Other details, if you click over here, create on EST, updated on estimate and stuff like that. You can add more stuff to it. You can add primary contact details over here. Opportunity details are over here. So pipeline, stage, you can see right here, opportunity, lost reason, opportunity, resource, and stuff like that. So these are like stages that you can add, right? So opportunity owner, we don't need that. So nor do we need the business one, but it totally depends on you. So I think this is okay. This is the fields that are popping inside the opportunity card itself. So keep that in mind. Also, if you want to see where did that opportunity go, right? We put them in the abandoned section, right? So if we come over here onto the left-hand side, we can see there's only one opportunity. These are the filters right here. Click on advanced filters, right? We can see them. Currently, I reset the filters. That's why it keeps popping up. But here, you can go ahead and filter them out. So opportunities won, opportunities lost. You can go ahead and filter them out. Status over here, open, abandoned. If you click on abandon, only the abandoned properties are going to show up like that. If you delete that, boom. If you go with open and won and lost, we'll leave those off. Click on apply, boom, it's gone now. So that's how you can go ahead and see all of your opportunities, whether you won them or lost them or whatever. So totally depends on you. So now you know the pipeline and how it works. Should have led with this, but let's go ahead and create a new pipeline so that you guys can also see how it works, since I already had one. But yeah, let's go ahead and create a new pipeline just in case. So creating a new pipeline is very simple. You click on the create pipeline button. Then within the pipeline name, you set that name, and then you set those stages, right? And then you hit the create button. If you want to add more stages, you can click on add stage, and you can add those stages over here, name whatever stage you want. And then your pipeline will be created and it'll show over here. Okay, so for the next step, I want to show you guys is automation. So as I said before, if you have a lot of leads, right? If you go into opportunities, instead of just going ahead and moving your opportunities and your leads, like just, oh, I have it over here, then here, because it's a tedious task, especially when you have like 10, 20, maybe even 100 leads. You can't just manually post them, right? So you have to go ahead and, set them up. So for example, I will need to create a few different opportunities just in case. So what I'll do is I'll click over here. I'll just add that over there, click over that. Click on create, boom. You can add a bunch of other stuff as well. Like we'll just say this one is about 5,000. So we'll update that. And also very important for automations is tags. So we can create tags over here. So we'll just say this is a hot lead. So we'll just type in hot lead and boom, it'll create the tag and boom, you can go ahead and set it over there and click on update. Same thing for that one as well, the one that we created earlier. So we'll go ahead and say this one is a high value lead. Scroll down. This is a hot lead or high level, whatever you want to call it. High value. Yeah, we'll go with high value. Look over that. Boom. We now have a high value tag as well. We'll click on update. So now that we have one more, I think we should be good to go. Next is, of course, as I said before, automation. So to add automations, we come over here onto the left-hand side, click on automations, right? This is going to go ahead and basically, automate a bunch of stuff. You won't have to manually move them around. And you can do this for a bunch of other stuff as well. So come over here onto automations. Underneath workflow, we're going to go ahead and create it. So go ahead and click on create workflow and we'll select from scratch. We'll create from scratch. And then always rename your workflow or your automation. So I'll just go with sales pipeline like that. That's going to be our name. And then we select the trigger. So the trigger is going to be something pretty simple. So let's say for that, or we'll say form submitted. So you could go with whatever option you want. This is basically the stage where you are collecting leads. So forms submitted by Facebook, from TikTok, LinkedIn, external tracking event, whatever you want, or order form submission. Google Leads form as well. You have some installed apps if you want to go ahead and type that out as well. But we want this one. So form submitted. And yeah, I think this is okay. Form submitted, pretty simple, from whatever workflow trigger you want. And we can add filters as well. What type of form do you want to create if you want that? And then we'll hit the save trigger button. Boom, we now have a trigger. Now what we want to do is we want to add the action to it. So to do that, we click on this plus button over here. Next, we want to go ahead and update opportunity. So we just simply search for opportunity over here. And here we go, create/update opportunity. This is going to allow us to go ahead and create those opportunities. So whenever someone, fills out a form, it'll automatically put them within the pipeline. So here we'll select pipeline. There we go. In what stage do we want that? We'll put them in the new lead and opportunity name. Of course, we click over on these tags. We'll just say, the contact, or click on opportunity if we find that. Oh, no, it's not. So for this one, we'll go with contact, full name, or yeah. And you can add more stuff to it, like, full name, last name, email, and we'll also add phone number. Usually it's best to keep it simple, but I think these three are very simple. Then opportunity source, for this one, we'll go with source, contact, source. Boom. And then opportunity value, of course, you go ahead and select whatever option you want. You can add custom values over here. Since everyone's business is going to be different, for this one, it's going to be different for everyone, right? And then down below, we have status. So we could go with open, whatever you want to call it. And then you can also add a bunch of other fields as well, like custom fields. So you can add your own custom fields to it, their own value, whatever you want to add, you can add them over here. And also make sure you check this button as well. This will allow you to move the opportunity around within the pipeline. So for example, if someone has added the pipeline, I closed the pipeline as well. So I'll need to go ahead and open it again. So I've opened it in another tab. So here, if you have some, let's say, opportunities, right? You want to move them over here and then you want to move them back, you can move them back. If you don't check it, it might not allow it, might cause some problems later on. So it's best to go ahead and, enable this option right here. So this is kind of like this is not a fully complete workflow. This is just like an idea so that you can go ahead and check it out. But then we click over here on this button and click on save. Now, next you might think, okay, so which form do I select, from what form? So if you click over here, you might think, which form do I select? Where is the form? How do I create the form? So if you click on the filters, click on form, then you click on form is, and then here you can select the form, right? So where is this form? If we come back here into the opportunity section and then come over here on the left hand side, click on sites. Here at the top, you will find the form option. Click on the form and you'll find the form builder where you can create that form. All right. And it's as simple as that. Here you have the marketing form that I created earlier. Open it up. And boom, you should be good to go. And as I said before, if you select the category when you're creating the sub account, most of this stuff will be done for you. So all you would need to do is come into the section and just fill it out. So pretty standard stuff, full name, email, phone number, boom. That's it, right? You can add more stuff to it, but this is it. Then you just select the form, right? Form is this one. Boom, there we go. We now have the form. So now whenever someone fills out that form with the first name, email, and phone number or full name, that form is going to submit all of that information into this little trigger that we created. And this little trigger is going to go ahead and create the opportunities within the pipeline itself. So if I come back into the pipeline opportunity section, it'll be available here for you to go ahead and check it out. Another thing that I wanted to show you, if I go back to workflow, here you will see that I have a few more automations. So here we have the marketing workflow, the whole entire folder. So this is the new lead nurture. So this is like the entire completed version, sort of. So wait for it to load up. So here we go. It's quite long, but yeah, this will give you some sort of a idea. So this is the claim form section, and this is the Facebook leads. And this is, well, you can add more forms over here. They go into the opportunity section. They go into that, put in the leads. They also add the long-term nature workflow, which we have. They have conversational email set up. They have conversational SMS set up, everything. And they automatically send those stuff over here. So they wait for the reply, right? Or after 2 minutes, whatever the process time is. If the contact has replied, then this happens. If they don't, this happened. So if you scroll down below, if they, reply, it's true, then we update the lead to hot lead that, hey, look, the contact has replied. Boom, he's active. Put him in the hot lead section. There we go. Was this reply positive or negative? We have that set up as well. If it was positive, book it link with the SMS. And if it was negative, we send them a survey. Hey, how do we improve it? If it was none, conditions aren't met, it's ended. So if they didn't reply, we give them a call, right? That you can set up the AI agent as well to go ahead and send them the call. If they don't pick up, it'll automatically send them to the voicemail. And then we wait for another day. And if they still don't, answer us, we send them an SMS. Hey, is there something we can do to help? What is it? You want to get into contact with them. If they still don't reply, it's ended. So this is how it works, right? Pretty complicated, but once you've set it up, everything should be good to go. And we have multiple different workflows set up for it. So this is actually pretty important and helpful as well, as it will automate a bunch of stuff to it. We have automation confirmation and reminders as well. So whenever a lead is in contact with us, talking with us, we can go ahead and set this up as well. It'll automatically, add them within the appointments, within the calendars, and book them an appointment. App no show, new sales, long-term nurture, bunch of different options. So you can go ahead and set automations up and basically create an entire workflow. Really good. And here is the AI agents that I was telling you about. Here you can set up AI agents, the voice, the conversation AI, and it's not free, but you know what? You can still work with it. You have voice AI, conversation AI. You can set them up. You can create your own one as well. They have tons and tons of different options within the market plan. So you can go ahead and select whichever one you like and you can set them up, but that's a different video. But for now, this is how you can go ahead and set up pipelines. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care and goodbye.